What if I told you that you could keep your vibration at a high level permanently? Are you tired of finally getting your vibration high only for it to be cut off at the knees by some event which pulls you back down into a lower vibration? I would imagine your first thought would be to say, that's just BS. And if you say it's BS, well, then it is BS for you. This video might not be for you. For those of you that have an open mind, stick around. Let me show you how. First of all, what is this whole thing about vibration? What does it really mean to raise or lower your vibration? Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Tesla believed that by studying and comprehending these three concepts, energy, frequency, and vibration, we could uncover deep truths about the universe. His insights have influenced numerous fields, including physics, engineering, and even modern theories in quantum mechanics and cosmology. You say that's great, but what does that really mean for me, the spiritualist? Well, I was curious myself what people would say to this question, so I put a post on social media and asked a few of my spiritual friends. There were quite a few answers that came back, but there were a couple that were said over and over. I'll tell you the top three. The number 3 reason is personal and spiritual growth. They mentioned self-realization, which is how raising your vibration accelerates personal and spiritual growth, leading to self-realization and the fulfillment of one's spiritual potential. It's about alignment with purpose. It helps spiritualists align with their true purpose and mission in life, providing a sense of direction and fulfillment. So the second reason is manifestation and abundance. They want to attract positive outcomes. Higher vibrations align with the law of attraction, making it easier to manifest desires and attract positive experiences and opportunities. If you're not familiar with the law of attraction, I have a video above that will fill you in. The abundance mindset fosters a mindset of abundance where spiritualists feel more open to receiving and experiencing the richness of life. And the number 1 reason is enhanced spiritual connection. This would be a deeper connection to the higher self. A higher vibration allows spiritualists to connect more deeply with their true essence and inner wisdom. It facilitates access to higher states of consciousness, spiritual realms, and guidance from higher beings or divine sources. When I went through my awakening, I did what probably almost every spiritualist would do to find out how to raise their vibration. So I read all the books and watched all the videos, and each one of them talked about doing several things in order to raise your vibration. Certain things like practicing gratitude, meditating, keeping a healthy diet, exercising, positive thinking, acts of kindness, and surrounding yourself with positive people. So I started to do all those things. They absolutely raised my vibration, but I always found myself falling back often into lower vibrations. I was just plain frustrated, which took me to a vibration that was even lower. Then one day, I was doing a deep meditation, and a saying that my grandmother used to tell me came into my head. She said, "You cannot clean a dirty floor by sweeping the dirt under the rug." And every time she said that when I was young, my thought was, why would you live in a house with a dirt floor? Exactly. I realized that even though I was putting down nice carpets, beautiful pictures on the wall, and amazing furniture, I still had a dirt floor inside of my mind. And then it hit me, the thought model. I'm a certified life coach. In my practice, I use what is called the thought model. This is a tool from cognitive behavioral therapy for gaining a deeper understanding of what's going on with your thoughts, feelings, and behavior in most every situation. The thought model is a cognitive tool often used in psychology and personal development to understand and manage thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. What a perfect way to keep your vibration permanently high. I realized that I was teaching it, but I wasn't really following it. That was a big aha moment in my life. What a great way to shine on my own hypocrisy. As always, my grandmother came through for me again. One well-known version of this model is the CTFAR model. It was popularized by Brooke Castillo from the Life Coach School. Here's a breakdown of the model. C stands for circumstances. These are the facts or events that occur in your life. They are neutral and objective without any inherent meaning or emotion attached to them. They're just there, sort of like fruitcake. It just sits there until you see it or taste it. So the T is for thoughts. These are the interpretations or beliefs you have about the circumstances. Thoughts are the meaning you assign to the circumstances and are subjective. These thoughts have accumulated from external sources since you have been young. After thoughts, we have F, which stands for feelings. Feelings are the emotional responses that arise from your thoughts. They are your internal emotional state, influenced directly by your thoughts. These feelings happen immediately when your thought is produced. You're deep in the woods now with no compass to guide you. At this point, we move on to A for actions. Actions are the behaviors or reactions you take based on the feelings. They are how you respond to your emotions. These will happen with almost no self-control. Your vibration is diving deep into the abyss at this point. I have some pretty advanced videos coming up in the future. If you don't want to miss these, I suggest hitting the subscribe button below. So the last letter is R. This stands for results. Results are outcomes of your actions. These are the end effects that occur as a result of the actions you took. More than likely, these results will be a low vibration in nature. If I could add another letter that followed results, it would be another R for regret. Basically, this thought is allowing you to reprogram your train of thoughts to a more mindful way of living. I created a video on simple exercises to help you become more mindful, and I've linked it up top and at the end of this video. So here's a practical application of the thought model and how you can use it to raise your vibration. First, you identify the circumstance. Start by identifying the neutral fact or event. It should be something that everyone would agree upon without dispute. I will tell you, most are not used to this way of thinking, and it will throw you off your game, so be prepared. Next, you identify the thought. Recognize the specific thought you had about the circumstance. This is your interpretation or belief about the event. This belief is something that has accumulated from many circumstances and other beliefs. It's something that you have hard-coded inside your mind. After the thought, you identify the feeling. Determine the emotion that this thought generates. What do you feel when you think this thought? Take quite a bit of time on this step. It helps to write all these feelings down. Allow the feelings to affect you. After you have identified all the feelings, then you will identify the action. Observe the actions or behaviors that stem from this feeling. What do you do or not do when you feel this way? Do you lash out at people with hateful words? Does it make you depressed or maybe even cry? At this point, you are extremely deep in the woods. Society will tell you that you have to hold all of this back. When you do this, you start to fill a reservoir of feelings inside that could explode at any minute. I'll tell you that you have to let this pressure out. Yes, you may hurt some people's feelings or even get them angry, but if you don't do this, you won't be able to get to the next step, which is identifying the results. Consider the outcome that your actions produce. How do your actions influence your life or the situation? How do your actions influence others? So let me give you an example of what this all looks like. Circumstance. You have a deadline for a project at work. It's a huge project and all eyes are focused on you to get this done. Thought. I am not going to finish this in time. I'll be a failure in everyone's eyes. Feeling. The anxiety starts to build inside of you. You start to get a headache or maybe even a queasy stomach. Action. This is where you start to procrastinate. Avoid working on the project, distracting yourself with other tasks. One of your coworkers asks you how your day's going. You shut them down immediately by telling them how crappy your life is. You search madly for a place to hide. Result. You fall behind on the project and you are at risk of missing the deadline. Most will go through these processes in a totally mindless fashion. But you, being mindful of this now, have an extremely powerful tool. The benefits of being mindful through this process is huge. One of them is that it will increase awareness. It helps you become aware how your thoughts influence your emotions and behaviors. It builds your empowerment, gives you the tools to change unhelpful thoughts and create more positive outcomes. It helps you with emotional management. It assists in managing emotions by understanding their root causes. They also create behavioral change by encouraging positive changes in behavior by altering underlying thoughts. By using the thought model, you can gain greater control over your mental and emotional states, leading to more intentional positive actions and results in your life. Soon you will be able to see the circumstance and stop right there. You see the circumstance for exactly what it is, just the circumstance. You ride the ride and just observe how it turns out. You are now shutting the ego down. In doing so, it allows you to permanently keep your vibration high. And with your vibration high, it allows you all sorts of fun things that you would not be able to do with a lower vibration. Keep in mind, mindfulness is the key to staying at this high vibration. Your ego is tricky. It will try to throw emotions into the mix, but you won't let it. In the next video, I give you the exercises to stay mindful in this chaotic life.